happy Friday. Thank you for clicking on this video, which is going to be a weigh-in update. I haven't done one of these in a little while. I have been sporadically weighing in throughout the course of the year, and to my memory I think I have filmed maybe 3 weigh-in update videos for the whole year, which is pretty poor. But going forward I definitely want to be very consistent with these weigh-in updates, because I feel a total shift in my mindset and determination towards my weight loss and fitness goals. So it'll be really nice to sort of have more of a diary format to keep tracking it. And yeah, so I think I'll start off by talking about the exercises I've been doing this week. So I was at the gym today actually, and my friend Laura, hello Laura if you're watching, Laura also is on a weight loss journey and she makes videos too, so I will link her somewhere here if you'd like to check her out. But yeah, she said we were having a conversation and she mentioned or asked me the question, have you been at the gym every day this week? And I had to go and check because I wasn't sure, and I was beyond amazed that I actually had been to the gym every day so far this week. And the reason I was amazed is because it's not really felt like a struggle, and it's not really, I was quite surprised at the fact that I had to go back and check because I wasn't sure. And that feels to me like it's becoming more just part of my life. So much so to the point that I'm not really acknowledging it in a way, I'm just sort of doing it. So that's really good. I was really sort of shocked and pleased with that. So I have been doing sort of intervals on the treadmill of running and interval uphill walking, which I've been really enjoying. I mentioned this in a video maybe yesterday or the day before about how at the moment when I go to the gym, I'm not necessarily going with the intention of a set routine. I'm kind of just doing what I feel, and I feel like that's really helping because I'm really enjoying it and feeling like I actually really want to go. So that's really helped. So I will have somewhat of a time frame in mind of the overall workout time, and then I'll kind of just do what I fancy within that time. And strangely it's been somewhat the same thing. So I tend to sort of start off with a walk just to warm up my muscles in my legs and get my body moving a little bit before I go into anything intense. And then I will just sort of either carry on walking with an incline, or I might do a run. What I've been tending to do, which seems to be helping, is when a song comes on my playlist that particularly gets me in the mood to maybe run or go a bit faster, I've been running to the end of that song, and any time that happens, running at that particular time, and that's really helped. I've really enjoyed doing that, and it's felt really good. I just feel really happy about it, and I don't know, it's a hard thing to describe, but I think sometimes when you find that enjoyment when you're working out, yeah, it's very uplifting. And then after that I've been doing some form of strength training, so using the weight machines, and then so weight machines on my legs and weight machines on my arms, which has, I've really enjoyed it actually, and I feel like I'm starting to see a slight difference now. I have been going to the gym consecutively for almost 3 weeks solid. So it's not enough time to really see massive differences, but I am starting to see some slight changes in some areas, which is really nice. And also I feel a bit stronger as well, which is good. And it's not something that I really sort of thought about when I'd go to the gym before. I would tend to be more cardio focused, but I feel like it's nice and it breaks it up a bit. I do feel like I'm gonna have to start getting into some kind of routine with strength training and that sort of element, just because at the moment I'm training legs and arms on the same day, and I feel like I'm just going to end up getting very fatigued. So I think I'm going to try and select certain muscle groups for certain days, possibly going into this week. But yes, I've been really enjoying it, and I am currently doing a 10k a day step goal alongside Laura. Laura's doing it too, and I've been really enjoying that also, just because it's something that's a little bit of a boost throughout the whole course of the day. Rather than just going and doing my workout, I sometimes get the majority of my steps in there through being on the treadmill, but more often than not, I get throughout the day, I'll sort of keep checking in, and I'll notice it at a certain point, and I'll think, right, I need to get some steps in. How can I get more steps in? And there's definitely been a number of occasions on an evening where I possibly on like 8,000 steps. So I thought, right, I'll go on a walk, or I'll walk around the house. It's just that extra bit of encouragement to get up and get moving, and I've really noticed a huge difference with that. Whereas before having the step goal, I might have gone to the gym and then come home and just sat on the sofa all evening, or just sat down at a desk and worked, or what have you. Whereas now, because I have that step goal, and I'll just have a look, because I'm terrible at remembering these things, but I am currently on an 18-day step streak, and I feel like that's really, really good, and I don't want to lose that streak. So that's one sort of motivating factor, and the other one is the fact that I'm doing it for Laura, and I don't want to let her down. I want to help motivate her and say, you know, I've got my steps today, and vice versa. So that's been really good at helping keep me active just throughout daily life, really. If there is something I need to go get from the shop, I have a shop literally just down the road, rather than driving there or walk there. Park a little bit further away from the supermarket, so I'll get some extra steps. Yeah, so that's been really good. Really, really happy with my effort and determination, dedication towards exercise and fitness. Another thing that just goes hand in hand with, for me anyway, when I work out more, move my body more, it certainly is a huge stress reliever, and helps clear my head, helps just make me feel better. I'm just overall a little bit lighter in mood. Not every day, some days are just, you know, just bad, and it doesn't feel like anything that I do will impact that, but certainly helps sort of boost my mood more often than not. I will try and insert something here to sort of give you an idea of my fitness log, calories burned and stuff for this week. Yeah, so moving on to sort of like food tracking, nutrition, all that good stuff. I actually haven't sort of really looked at my diary prior to filming this, so I'm just gonna have a little look. So far this week, Monday through to Friday, I have been on or under calorie goal, which is great, because that was probably one of the main things that I wanted to focus on this week. As I said, throughout like the whole of August so far, I've been very, very dedicated to exercising and fitness and closing my apple rings. But especially in the first week, I noticed a huge increase in appetite, and found myself sort of like falling asleep quite early on the sofa, and then waking up a couple of hours later and feeling quite hungry, and just going and grabbing 3 to 4 biscuits and having them before bed. And that was becoming a bit of a habit, so I wanted to break that. And just having the occasional little snacky thing, and or maybe like whilst I was cooking, having a little taste of something and not popping it into my diary. So that was something that I was trying to focus on mostly this week, just making sure that everything I eat goes into my diary, and that I'm tracking everything accurately, and getting that really bad biscuit tin 12 o'clock visit, breaking that habit. So that's gone really well. So far I've been under calories, so far I've tracked everything. I think for the most part I've eaten pretty nutritiously. Probably not the most, but certainly not the worst. This week I've really sort of enjoyed having jacket potatoes and tuna. I've had some soups. Jim cooked a really really salad and we had some pork chops with it. Usually for breakfast I've been having one of the naked raw bars, which is essentially just sort of like fruits mushed together. I know that sounds disgusting. They're really nice and I've really enjoyed them. Usually been having one of them with sort of like a coffee. Especially if I've had a morning workout, I'll have that on my way to work. And then lunches at work, can't really remember. Oh, I've been loving the pita breads with some form of like boiled egg or scrambled egg, avocado. Been loving pita breads this week. Yeah, not really too much to say on that. I certainly haven't had any cravings for anything that is going to take me way over my losing weight calories. I haven't felt the need to sort of overindulge. There's been the odd occasion on an evening where I've been on the sofa watching TV and felt like I just sort of in the mood to eat something, but I've been sort of fighting against that urge because I know that I'm not hungry and I know I'm going to bed in a matter of like half an hour, so there's absolutely no need to have something to eat at that point. So I have been resisting those urges this week, which hopefully I can carry on, because I think that's certainly going to make a huge difference, is that sort of late night snacking, getting out of the habit of that. And another thing that I do to sort of like try and combat any discretionary calories that maybe I've entered inaccurately without knowledge. Sometimes these things happen, don't they? We can try our hardest, but sometimes it's not an exact representation of what you have consumed. So I don't eat back my workout calories. So for instance, if I've been to the gym and I've burned off 300 calories, I've chosen not to eat them back, just to use them as a buffer for anything that might be inaccurate in my diary, so that it's just an extra boost really. So yeah, I feel like I'm really happy with my sort of workouts and my food choices and my tracking. All really good stuff. Had a really great week so far. And moving on to my actual weigh-in then. So I don't really want to make this confusing, which I feel like I could easily do by going over sort of like previous weigh-ins, like all of them. So what I will do is I will say what my start weight was at the start of the year, which is probably easier to do via my NutriCheck. So at the start of this year, on the 2nd of January, I weighed in at 15 stone, 13.4. I did actually weigh in just before that at 16, but never mind. And then it's incrementally gone down and like then just plateaued for a couple of months, stayed the same. But I will just let you know what last week's weigh-in was as a comparison to today, because I think that would be interesting. So last week I weighed in at 15 stone 2.4, and today I have weighed in at 14 stone 13.4. So that is a loss of 3 pounds for the week and an overall loss of 1 stone for the year, which I know it sounds ridiculous because we are literally towards the end of August, and to some people that might be like, well, what have you been doing? But I feel like I just feel great about it. I feel like I finally hit that stone, and more importantly, I have been really working hard towards getting out of the 15 stone bracket and into the new stone bracket. and I really wanted to get there this week, so I really pushed very hard, and I'm very excited to be there because I've been sort of the upper end of 15 stone for like quite some time. So I feel like that is such encouragement. Like when I stepped on the scales this morning and saw that I did actually get into the 14s, I was so pleased with myself because it just felt like it was really worth all the effort. And I'm very super happy to see that, and I just don't want it to change now. I don't want to get back onto the scale ever again and see anything above that number. I just want to see it go down to my goal. So yeah, I'm really super pleased with that. I think obviously this new attitude and my new focus and drive and everything else is obviously working, but I do have, unfortunately, a tendency to make some progress and then just sabotage myself. So that's something that I'm trying to be very conscious of and very aware of. I feel like in the first couple of weeks, although I've worked really hard, I feel like that's the easy bit because you've got this sort of new boost of motivation from wherever that's come from. But I genuinely feel like the hardest bit for me is like following that through, keeping it consistent, and then just building upon that. But I think like I said, my focus and my sort of mental attitude has really switched, and I am super enjoying the gym at the moment. I really enjoy working out, so that's obviously a very good sort of change. It doesn't feel like a chore. It doesn't feel like, oh, I've got to go to the gym. It kind of feels at the moment like just a little part of my day. Just a little part of my day. Just like, you know, getting up and brushing your teeth. It kind of just feels like I just got to go do it. And I feel like if I already feel like that after 3 weeks consecutively of going to the gym most days, that I will double check and let you know if I'm correct on this. But I think throughout the whole of August so far, I've only not gone to the gym on 2 days. And those 2 days that I didn't, I did do a workout of some other description. So at home or like a walk or whatever. But yeah, that's I'm really pleased with my efforts. So yeah, finally actually getting some scale progress. I'm feeling a little bit lighter. My clothes are fitting a little bit better. I don't know what that's saying. There's a saying like after 3 weeks you notice it, 6 weeks. What is it? There's something where it's like a certain amount of weeks you feel it and notice it, then other people notice it, and then there's something else. But yeah, so I feel like I'm at that point where I don't think I look any different in a way, but I do feel different. Like my tummy's not as like extended and bloated and heavy. I feel a little bit lighter, like I can sort of run on the treadmill, and I feel my steps feel lighter. I don't feel like I'm sluggish and heavy, which is great, because I was absolutely hating that. Sorry if you can hear some like laughter in the background. Joe and his friend are downstairs. But yeah, I just feel like it's going really well, and I want this to just continue. So yeah, one of the things that I'm going to do to try and encourage myself to continue on this path is continue filming. My memory card just ran out of space, so that's a good indication that I've rambled on quite a bit, and I wanted to make this video short and sweet, so that's definitely not happened. But I think I was talking about how I am enjoying filming again. I really enjoyed it, and it's certainly a motivator to keep going. I think that is definitely going to help. It also feels like a very therapeutic process to sort of like talk about how I'm doing. And thank you so much for all you super kind reaching out and saying that you're glad to see my videos again. It really means the world to me for all those lovely, supportive and encouraging messages. So thank you very, very much. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap the video up here and go and edit. I think over the weekend, so it's obviously Friday today. Yesterday was a bit of a flop. I think I have like 2 clips, so I'm not sure if I can edit them into anything substantial to upload. I hope I can. If not, this will be going up today, and then I'll be having a break over the weekend. But I did intend on uploading yesterday's video today, and then this one tomorrow on Saturday, and then sort of having a break Sunday, Monday, and then coming back to filming on Tuesday. Got a super busy weekend with the kids, so that was the plan, but we will see, because yesterday was just a complete flop, so I'm not sure if it's going to be salvageable, but we will see. So you will see me again on Tuesday, I am sure. But thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope that you have enjoyed it. If you are watching and you are on a weight loss journey too, I would love to hear about your week, how you're getting on. Have you made any progress? Are you struggling with anything? Let me know in the comments so that we can sort of keep connected and encourage each other. I would love to offer you the encouragement that you offer me. And yeah, so until next time, I hope you stay happy, healthy and well. Love you all. Bye bye.